Till Friday podcast. We're reviewing Fallout. He swore in the first minute. Doesn't matter. Who cares?
Doesn't just bleep it out.
Yeah.
But if you bleep it out, it doesn't count, right?
I think so.
Bleeps?
Yeah.
No,
No.
Mark your bleeps.
No, it does. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay, it doesn't.
So, what we've got today is a very divisive movie, Civil War.
We're split down the lines.
We're
It's
talking about Fallout.
It's a Civil
we're talking
War.
about Civil War first.
Civil War leads to Fallout. Let's
Correct. That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
Let's go in order here.
So Civil
We
War,
care about timeline order on this.
in my opinion, very good movie. I gave it a solid 8 out of 10. It's very ambiguous in the way the conflict started, which the fucking cats, which I assume is due
Give
to
that shit a 1 out of 1, dude.
1 out of 1. That's 100%. Hell yeah. So it's
What
very
does it even
divisive.
mean?
Huh?
A 1 out of 1?
Yeah, he has 2 ratings: 0
it
out of 1
bad
or
or
1
is
out
it
of 1.
good?
Yeah.
Is that 100% or is that 0%?
That's 100%.
Oh, 100%. He liked it. Me likey, me no likey. That's it. So basically,
Okay.
it's very divisive because you have 2 contentious points, which I've seen so many people torn up about. The first one is California and Texas teaming up. Everyone's like, that doesn't make any sense. All this stuff, right? And
thoughts
then
about that.
Okay, that's
I
perfect.
think it
That's
makes
perfect.
sense now.
I do too. And then the other one where they're like,
Now
oh,
that I've
it's-
actually seen the fucking film.
yeah, they're like, oh, it doesn't. It wasn't very clear who the bad guys were and whatnot, right? So Walter,
I disagree with that.
So
I think they made
I
it
know,
clear
I
like
know.
the first 15 minutes.
Walter, give us your reasons why you dislike the movie, and I'd like to analyze them point by
This
point.
movie bad.
I'd like to psychoanalyze you for the podcast.
Correct.
If you don't
Yeah.
mind.
So, what made you
Alright,
start
so
hating your father?
Very hydrocephalic brain.
So there was like these cardinal sins for photography that you just don't do, that a professional photographer wouldn't do, and her choices were like fucking weird. Right?
Whose?
That's just like I was like,
Whose?
what?
Wait,
Whose?
who is?
Okay, that was one
Mary
personally.
Jane Watson.
Right?
Whose?
Okay, here let me
MJ?
give you an example. Right?
Wait, whose?
Mary
Kirsten
Jane
Dunst?
Watson.
Was it Kirsten?
The
Christian
female
Dunst.
professional
MJ.
professional
MJ.
journalist photographer.
We'll call her MJ.
We'll call her
Yeah.
MJ, dude.
Okay. So there's a setting on here that you could turn off the preview. When you take a photo, it previews a shot. You turn that off. You take 100 shots, you never look at them. Because, well, you eventually look at them. But you don't do that. And,
Photography? Who cares about
so you
good
shoot,
photograph?
You shoot and you, like, it's like, oh, why am I analyzing it when I could be shooting? Like, why are you doing that? Another thing is, like, deleting in camera. She deleted a photo you never delete in camera. You upload to the computer, then you delete from the computer. That's something that freaking photographers would never do.
She didn't have access to a computer. You're assuming that she has access to a computer. Also, spoiler alert, right? But when her colleague dies, I don't think she wants to keep that image, which is why she took it, because she's like, I gotta take it, and then she's like,
fuck
no.
about who died.
See?
She's a
Walter
professional.
doesn't like
She's
it
probably
because
seen
of the
many of her
emotional
friends die
appeal.
in the
Yeah,
field.
Walter
that movie
is
is not,
dead inside,
no.
and that's why he hated this movie. That's why he hated Blue Beetle. He's dead inside and feels
No, let's
nothing
not talk about
emotional
Blue
appeal.
Beetle. It
Oh,
was fucking
but when
boring.
at the end of the movie, when you
Great.
see someone else die, they keep all those photos. Like what? Like, come on now.
Yeah, but if it's a close personal friend, you can understand why she would do that. Like her whole character is
Weren't they
leading up
all
to the
close
fact that
personal
like
friends?
she is
Like,
not
weren't-
equipped to do this job. Like that is like she's been in this job for so long that she no longer matches up with it. That's why she breaks like her own rule. Like because like, they started at the beginning where she's telling her like, oh, if I was there going to photograph my dead body, what do you think? The obvious answer that they want you to think is yes, because that's what the job entails. You have to let your other coworkers die. It's talking about the disposability of journalists. They have to be disposed in order to make the story get out there
And detached.
and detached. And like every single journalist in there is detached. It's about the journalism. We're focusing on the pictorial journalism, but it is about journalism overall and about how like you essentially do have to just be like a waste, right? Like you essentially have to be willing to consider yourself and the people you
Disposable.
care about disposable, to just be, trash for the war machine, to get the story out there so other people can know. And that's why she dies when she fails to do that. When she fails to treat someone as disposable, she dies. The film is saying like you have to be disposable as a journalist.
But also the fact that their journey's reversed. You had the girl that was inexperienced choking and everything, and you have the lady that's experienced, and then she chokes at the end when the young girl is getting all the shots and everything. But then the MJ, she gets too overwhelmed. She gets PTSD. She's collapsing in the moment. She doesn't feel it. It's yeah, that's their arcs have passed each other. So
That was more of a pet peeve, right? Another pet peeve are some of these effects, right? Like, let's say, like, she's looking out the window, she sees the explosion. It's early in the film, and she sees the reflection of the TV in the monitor, and it shakes when the bomb goes off.
yeah,
That's very cheap. It was a very cheap effect, and like, there's also like the glistening with the sun gleaming off shit, and like, it was like a very like weird squiggly line effect like around the characters. Do you remember that? Seeing that? It's like a filter kind of thing. It's like a
I don't even know
rainbowish,
what the
like
fuck
the
you're talking
lens
right
these
now.
flare
are plug
or
and
what?
play cheap effects that this $50 million movie that I could do on a $300 editing software. Like, what is going on, bro?
I want
What
to
is
see you
going
make something
on?
like Civil War on $300 editing software, dude. How about you just
I could
remake
boop,
the
boop,
movie?
Done.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't remake this movie. I'd make a better movie. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, then make this movie, but make it better.
Yeah.
So I could say
It's already
directed by
been done.
WFC
It's-
Films.
Goddamn blood diamond, fucker.
So, give me real criticisms, though.
Yeah.
Other than pet peeves, I want to know real criticism. Because you said specifically in the chat, you said, when he dies and there's a forest fire, it makes no sense. But
No, when the dude gets shot, you gotta compress the wound. You gotta press the wound. You don't just keep going and just let him die in the
Except you-
fucking forest fire. You don't know where the fire
Except you
ends. Like,
do.
come on. There's no control. There's a civil war. There's no control. There's a you're driving
Exactly.
straight into the bitch. Oh, let's look out the window. Oh, look at the fucking embers. Like,
no, no,
what?
no, no.
I don't
See,
what.
that was an
was
emotional
retarded.
moment that just passed over your head because you're dead inside.
Yeah.
That's the
Manufactured
juxtaposition of
emotion.
him having
Manufactured.
survived so many dangerous things, everyone panicking, and you're right, it's a forest fire. It's dangerous. But the fact that he's just
it's dangerous.
enjoying it,
Oh,
that
they're
he's
shooting
able
at
to
us. Let
somehow
me stay in the
relax.
car. I must just sit right here. Like, come on. You just sit in there. Like,
What else is he supposed
they're
to
getting
do?
Sniper fire.
What
I'm gonna
else is he
sit right
supposed to
here.
do?
Like,
So
get
the
down
fact,
like everybody else.
I'm telling you, when he's looking at the embers, everyone else is like horrified and tense in the situation. And again, the juxtaposition of him being perfectly calm and just kind of accepting it and just being like, the beauty in the moment. Everyone's looking at the big picture. He's focusing on just the small things passing over. And then he dies. Like that's it. That's an emotional moment right there because you're seeing everyone panic and him being so relaxed, so calm and everything. That's the point of that scene. That's I'm like, yeah, they're driving through a forest fire, but they're driving through so many other dangerous places. Like, how many other dangerous places have they been through already that they've been shot at, things like that? Like, yeah, it's the only way to get to the capital. They said it themselves. There's not that many ways to get through. And they used his expertise in the beginning to like, okay, how are we going to navigate and stuff? But, you know.
Those are the big packs. The
Yeah,
real
but
little
he dies.
baggies.
So, yeah, good
Yeah,
good
I'm
movie,
not hearing
good movie.
any criticisms, which I think there are some good ones to be made of the film.
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah.
I don't think it was a perfect film by any means.
But tell me,
I hated when King Kong came out, dude.
honestly, that was the worst
That was
part.
the worst
honestly.
part. It was
Yeah.
so unrealistic.
When-
King Kong
When
started
Hitler
like,
went on
doing,
his
like, the
back
thunderclap
and he
with
had a
his ass
fucking
cheeks.
ray gun and shit, dude. I don't like that. That was crazy. That
yeah,
killed
when
it
he
for
came
me.
back to life
took
and
me out
they
of
were
that
like
one.
Nazi zombies, and he looked into the camera and went, "What are we? Some kind of Call of Duty 2 Nazi zombies?" So
That was the best part.
that was peak cinema right there, dude. See, that's real peak cinema. You wouldn't understand it because you're too busy watching Citizen
Yeah.
Kane and being like, "Oh, I'm a bobsled" or whatever. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. No, what was the other one you said? Dr. Strangelove. I'm gonna watch some movie in black and white. Give me some
Oh, yeah.
color.
Right?
The Wizard of
by
Oz
Stanley
was made in
Kubrick?
1930s and it had
Come on,
color.
you hating on
Yeah.
Stanley?
And a movie in
Oh, that's why
1968
you
doesn't
garbage.
have
You hating on
color.
Stanley Kubrick now.
Right.
Oh, hell
Stanley
no.
Kubrick is insane.
Actually,
He
you want to know what's something
psychologically
funny?
tortured Shelley Duvall.
Stanley Kubrick, I think it was the Shining, the one in the hotel.
Yes.
that one was nominated for the fucking. What's the opposite of an Oscar?
The Razzie?
A Raspberry Award for one of the worst films ever.
Because they
at the
didn't know what
time.
they had.
Yeah.
a
They
lot
didn't
of
know.
movies become cult films after they came out.
Like The Room.
This one,
The
this
Room is
Civil
peak
War is gonna be
cinema.
forgot about. Nobody's gonna remember this movie in a year, bro.
Civil
Civil War is
War?
gonna be forgot about.
Aw,
It's gonna be
Dude,
garbage.
people don't remember most
Nobody's
movies
gonna
after a
remember
year.
this.
dude.
That's- okay, that's-
Everybody's gonna be like, oh, that's one of those
99%
bad
movies get
s-
forgotten after
uh,
a year.
Good movies aren't
A24
forgotten,
movies.
though. Good movies aren't forgotten.
Unless a movie is like a cultural phenomenon, it's not going to last
Yeah.
because of how fast the news cycle and the entertainment cycle is. So, like, yeah, you can things like TV shows, right? Like Smiling Friends. It was such a refreshing breath of air having not all the characters like hating themselves and being so cynical like BoJack Horseman or Rick and Morty, right? It's like they're actually having fun together. They support each other. It's refreshing to see that, right? Especially in adult animation. And the fact that they can pack in so many jokes in just a 10-minute sequence, it's like again, it's like the new sort of Rick and Morty. Except now it's not like,
I'm not
oh,
saying
Rick
that
and
show's
Morty,
bad
I
or
hate
nothing.
myself, and
No,
blah, blah, blah.
That show's great. That show's great.
I know
But-
Alan's kind
Yeah,
of
some shows, TV shows are different. I think TV shows can be super underrated. Underrated.
But I'm saying, right? What other movie can you really name in the past year that had such a huge societal impact? Like, I mean, outside of those franchises back then, because that's all there was to do. You would go down to the pictures, pay a dime to watch a movie, and $1
You mean
for
for
your,
this year?
your popcorn. No, I'm telling you, like, outside of like Marvel movies or Star Wars, what other culturally relevant movies has there been that's been one like breakout? If anything, you could probably argue
this
like
year? This year.
no, in general, give me the last like 5 years, dude. I'll give you the last 5 years.
Nope. Us.
All
No,
right.
those aren't like culturally relevant. Where you
Yeah,
still
they
see,
are.
wait, where you still see people being like, "Oh my god,
Nope. Oh my God.
nope, yeah. Us and
All right. You have
you,
Dune?
sorry,
You
Get
have
Out,
Dune?
Get Out,
Out,
and
Get Out.
Dune. Well, Dune is more of a franchise, but Get Out,
It's a fantasy too. It's like,
but
You have the Iron Claw.
the Iron Claw's
Claw.
not
Yeah,
societal.
no.
What societal impact
The
is
Iron
the
Claw.
Iron
Hey,
Claw?
it comes
Iron
out
Claw.
on I think May 10th. That shit's fire. Like it's gonna blow you guys away when you guys see that shit. It's gonna go on
It's
HBO
not
Max.
even out yet.
Watch
like,
that shit the
let
day
it
it
at
comes
least
out.
On
try
streaming,
to
on
have-
streaming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you want to fucking
Then in that
cry
case,
at
it's
the
even
end of
worse.
a
This is the
fucking
first
movie,
time
that
about
one's
it,
gonna
not
make
gonna
you
lie.
fucking cry, brother.
I've never even
Oh, you guys
seen
are
a
missing
trailer
out.
for the Iron Claw, dude. Like,
Nah.
Come on.
Nah.
Well,
nah, I'm
you know
sorry,
what?
Fam.
I could probably
you
even
guys are missing
argue-
out.
I could probably even argue something like
That's
Mad
almost
Max.
a 10 out of 10 movie compared to Civil War. It actually makes you feel the compassion for this family that this career and this wrestling has taken away from them.
So
and there's
why do
shocking
you-
imagery and good acting.
Why
That's
do you
missing
think-
in Civil War, bro?
It's not missing.
Cinematically
missing
and
at
visually
all. What the fuck?
beautiful
Wait, wait.
compared to
What-
the
what-
visuals, cheap visuals in Civil War. Garbage
Why-
visuals.
Why do you think that you didn't emotionally connect with the characters in Civil War?
Because like their motivations weren't like, well, of course their jobs are this, right? Okay,
Uh-huh.
what side are you on? And of course journalism is not biased or whatever, but it's
Exactly,
like,
they're supposed to be
Why are
neutral.
you accepted from both sides? Which it's a part of being in war. You might be untouchable, right? But it's like
I don't know
there
if you
has
know
to
this,
be a
but
bias.
being in the
there has
army,
to
you
be
should probably know this,
something in
But
there
shooting a
that
journalist is a
indicate-
war crime. You know that, right?
Well, actually,
Yeah,
actually, that's
but
the
it
funny
happens
thing.
regardless.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's the funny thing.
No, I know.
The movie shows that it happens regardless. That
Yeah.
like.
But I'm
Like,
just
the
saying,
movie
does
goes
Walter
into
know
it.
this? Just in case.
Yeah,
Of
just in
course,
case.
I know this. I've been
Okay.
court-martialed
Next thing you know,
5
it turns
times
out
for
Walter,
this. What are you talking
getting
about?
tried at the Hague.
Yeah.
War crime.
He's like, it looks like someone shot him and then removed their journalist vest. Huh. That's weird.
Huh, interesting.
But okay. You can't tell me that there wasn't good acting because MJ, she was actually
Oh,
acting
dude, she
amazingly.
was fucking good,
Wagner Moura in that sequence after the colleague dies, him screaming and it just completely silent except for the
silent?
ambiance.
fucking good.
Oh,
Brother, anybody could
Goosebumps.
scream in silence and it'll be fucking
Yeah, but have it be
deep
good
and seem
and
emotional.
make it
That's
feel
artificial.
raw.
I
Make
could
it
just
feel
go outside
raw.
and record that right now.
do it.
Like,
I want you to
I
record
will.
an
I
emotional
fucking
short.
will.
This is your homework.
I fucking
You're gonna
will.
Make
Fuck
a
you.
10
I don't
minute.
listen to you,
I want it
bitch.
10 minutes, okay?
You don't
Give
pay
me
my
a
bills,
10-minute
bitch.
emotional short movie, whatever it is that you want to call it, just a short. 10 minutes long. Make me feel that emotion that I
That
felt
scene
watching
felt
Wagner
like it
Moura.
lasted 10 minutes. It did not last
It-
10 minutes. But
I
it
did not.
felt like it lasted 10 minutes.
Like
dude.
it's
it felt like you
burned into my brain because of how good the acting was. Like you can't say, oh, that wasn't good acting. Sure, say whatever else you want about the movie as a whole, but that sequence was fucking. Oh, it was
great.
perfect. It was
It
perfect,
was all
dude.
great. Yeah.
And
So I'm
go
telling you,
watch The
that's your
Whale
homework.
and then tell me that his
Whale.
acting was better than the guy and fucking
is
Brendan
The Whale?
Fraser
The
in
whale.
The Whale.
Why don't I
nigga.
just look in the mirror?
Oh my god, you fat bitch! Of course.
So that's your homework, okay? Go. You go this
Make
weekend.
the scene as emotionally
Give me-
intense as that.
Exactly. I'll give you a week. Next week, you better be back here with a 10-minute short we can watch on YouTube that's emotionally raw and visceral. And I don't want no fucking audio.
Fuck.
I want that screen to
Fuck
look and feel.
you. I
No
make what
audio.
I want, bitch.
Yeah, make what I want. So
Fuck.
Burger King, do it your
I
way.
was thinking about it. I was like, man, I'm gonna make something about journalism to blow these away. This bullshit. That will
Do
fucking
it.
make you cry.
Walter
You'll be like,
the
oh,
Snipe me.
if
No,
he
no,
only
no.
would have got the
Walter
shot.
Be like,
Oh,
I would, but it's just too good, so I won't. Like it would be too good, so I'm not gonna
Fuck
do it.
yeah.
I'm not even gonna try it. Do it.
Oh
I
my
want to see
God.
your own little journalism thing, or just add a
Give me
add an
time. Give me
epilogue
time.
to
Give me
Civil
time.
War.
Give me
Fuck it.
time. I'm still figuring shit out. I'm still figuring shit out. Give me time. Give me time.
That's the
Oh
way.
no. But you're talking about a director that made Ex Machina, fucking what was
Dude,
the
I
other
don't even think Ex
Annihilation?
Machina was
Like,
that
come on,
good.
he
I
has
was let me
experience
harsh
behind the
criticism about Ex
camera. Of
Machina. I
course,
think
he
Ex
has like
Machina was
some
kinda
experience
ass,
shooting
not
a
gonna
shot
lie.
like that. At $50 million, of course he's gonna get a good looking shot like that. Come
You
on.
said you could do it with
Fuck
$300.
you.
Yeah.
I will bankroll you.
Oh look.
we'll chip in.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take you up
We'll
on your
fundraise
challenge.
for
Look at
you.
this. Look at this.
We'll run a GoFundMe
Alright,
just for
I'll
your
take you up
next
on your
10-minute
challenge.
short.
This is the Sony ZV-10 that costs $700. This is the 35 millimeter 1.4 freaking thing. I'll shoot something better than that on this shit that costs like $1,000 compared to his
Feature length?
$50 million
Is it gonna be
fucking
feature
movie.
length?
Fuck you.
Is it gonna be an hour and 30 or is it just 10 minutes? What am I doing?
Yeah.
It's
What
gonna
size
be
we talking?
It's gonna be fucking a fucking sequence. That'll make you cry, bitch.
10 minutes. Okay, perfect. If you can give me
Let's
10
go.
minutes of a sequence that's gonna make me cry,
Let's fucking go.
you'll get your $300.
At the end, I'm just gonna like snap one of your your Nerf guns, and then you're gonna start crying.
Nerf guns. Nah, we're on paintball
Yeah,
now, dude.
yeah,
You-
we
where you
upgraded.
been?
Yeah.
Where you been? Oh, my god.
All right. Well,
It's just a
I
10-minute
personally
sequence of
didn't
someone
like the
stepping on
movie.
Funkos. And I'm like, no.
look. Because
No.
Not the
I
plastic.
think
Why
I
the
wasn't a big
plastic?
fan of the movie because it failed in the fact of immersion. I couldn't get into it because I'm like this.
That sounds
This
like a
doesn't
you
feel like
problem.
My
Yeah,
America.
I was gonna say,
This doesn't
sounds like
feel
a
like
you
a very
problem.
cinematically
Walter
beautiful
White
film.
If you could
that
suspend
it's
your
easily to
disbelief
fall
with
into.
space lasers and fucking Star Wars, you could suspend your disbelief for a Civil War. Come on.
What? Even if they look, like the thing is that like you have to suspend your disbelief at a certain point, and I feel like that should be like what the film's about. Like,
It wasn't my favorite film because I just didn't feel immersed. I just didn't connect with it as much as I wish I did.
Why?
You know?
I'm asking you why though. Why do you
Because-
think that?
All right. Because I could just see through the fake effects, the whatever acting, and the fucking just the like I
whatever.
feel like I
Okay.
could have
The
shot that
effects-
shit.
oh,
If I feel
oh,
like I
okay.
could shoot that shit,
Talking
why
about
would
the
I pay to
effects?
do watch
Oh,
that
sure.
shit?
just speaking out of his
But the
ass.
acting? Come on, dude. The acting, this guy. The acting was amazing. You telling me that Jesse Plemons scene didn't have you on the edge of your fucking seat, being like,
No,
he's gonna shoot
I
me?
said Jesse Clemens was the best part of the movie. He was the best
Not
part of that
the
movie.
Best part. He was a highlight.
That was
for
the
sure.
only
Yeah,
redeeming
yeah.
factor
Definitely
of the
highlight.
whole movie, and it was all spent on marketing. He was so good. He was the whole marketing budget. Oh
No.
my lord! It's just him being racist. Like, and you can't say that it's not political because he's literally plays a fucking white supremacist on Breaking Bad. He's known for that role.
Well,
he's
also,
known for that.
you technically don't even know if he was just a militia or if he was part of the Western forces or if he's part of the government. That's why it's intentionally ambiguous. Because he could,
But why does
you,
it?
you
like,
can
why
technically
does that
have
matter?
racist people in
it doesn't
any of those
matter because they don't
factions.
establish why it matters. They don't establish why it fucking matters. Like they're just like, oh, like
What do you
why does it matter?
mean?
Why do people like why? Okay, these people, I hate the government. Okay, that's fine. Why does he have to be a fucking weird guy in the middle of nowhere killing people because of the government? Like that's crazy. That don't make any fucking
No,
sense.
it's
That takes
no,
me
no, no.
out of
it's,
it.
it's still more ambiguous than that because again, he's wearing military attire, but he asks, "What kind of American are you?" And someone says, "Florida."
Yeah,
He's
but
like,
then the
"Okay."
Western forces have all the military like gear. So is he part of the Western forces? Like
Exactly.
what's going on?
It's
brother?
ambiguous on purpose.
So it pulls me out
No,
like
the thing
that.
is that it's
It doesn't
irrelevant.
sell
Okay.
me that this is.
It's irrelevant what
Oh,
where he's a
Professor
part of. The
Edward
point
over
is that
here.
he believes in what he's doing so much that he's willing to fucking murder a fucking bunch of people and dig them in a pit.
I don't know if you paid attention, but there was women and children in that pit. dude.
Like even like the fucking other journalists, like they don't want to be seen doing this. Like this is not being approved, or it might
Yeah.
be. It might be like approved
Under
on
the table, yeah.
But like this isn't being overtly like sanctioned by any of the groups. They're just there doing this because they think it's what they should be doing. They think that they're right in doing what they're doing.
Yeah. And it's funny that you say we don't really know who did what, but it's like you can tell the president's a bad guy because, like, when he's like, oh, he struck American citizens and bombed them and stuff like that. Like, you can pretty much, like, within the first, I'll say 20 minutes, right? You can pretty much tell who's the bad guy and who's the good guy, right? You know, irrelevant of, like, California and Texas.
Okay, that's fine. Like,
They talk
okay,
about his
he
third
did all this
term.
bad shit.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen him in a year and a half. Like, what is he really doing anything? Or is he really just, or somebody just pulling the strings? Like, what is the actual?
It's
what's going
irrelevant.
on?
It's irrelevant.
No, well, even then, the president was the president of the United States, right? He was still pulling the strings because he was fighting up until the very end. Like, his Secret Service people were still fighting for him and stuff, you know?
I'm
Well,
just
even if
saying,
he's a figurehead, he would still be. He would still be
didn't-
back there. He would still
I'm
be
saying
there.
if he didn't want to be divisive in America, right? And he didn't want to set off people and trigger people, set it in Mexico. Actually use the actual real political sides and actually make it more interesting to, like, so you can root for people. Like,
What?
I couldn't root for nobody because I'm like, oh, are you even the
So
fucking
you
journalists?
couldn't root for the
Good. I don't give a
journalists?
fuck.
What?
You couldn't root for the journalists that are just trying to...
Fuck the free press. I
Yeah,
guess.
dude.
The people that, like, they're just shooting, and then some of the footage in the beginning was fucking, like, looks like I went outside and shot that shit on the street. Like, it was fucking like, I was like, what is this? Why not make it a
You know,
little
they
more
intercut it with
something?
real news clips, right?
I just
like, half
don't
the
like the
stuff in the
movie
beginning.
on different purpose, like different, like not even on like a
Philosophical.
fucking, like just because I don't like the message, just because I just don't like how it looks. Still don't I don't feel like I'm in a movie. Like, I don't like, it doesn't sell me on that immersion. It just doesn't. That's why I don't like
I feel
the
like
movie.
that's the youth thing.
It's fine.
TVH. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's fine.
I had no problem
You college
with fucking
boys, you
getting
liberal
immersed.
college boys. Oh, y'all like the movie.
I
like when the story has a moral that shoves it down your throat. Oh my god! Like, man,
It
fuck
doesn't
yeah.
even shove
That's
it down your
crazy.
throat. What are you talking
Like
about?
the menu, like, oh, I get it. Oh, he doesn't like the pompous motherfuckers. Like, oh, like
The
come
menu
on
was
now.
great.
Yeah, the menu was.
The menu was
Definitely.
It fell for the same shit that, like.
Well, but
it was
that's kind of the
criticizing.
point, though,
Stupid.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Because he
but
was
that-
also a hypocrite with his. Because remember, she was like, "You're a hypocrite because like I just want a
Yeah.
regular burger, but you had to be all pretentious with your own food too, and then you think you're
But
too
does
good
that
for
have
your
to
own food."
be the whole movie?
I mean, yeah, but that's doesn't
Like-
stop it from being pretentious. Like, even if you're like even if it's being that ironically, like the
Yeah.
fact that it still is pretentious, kind of annoying.
Regardless, I'm being rude to my guests. I gotta get going, but I'm just not a big fan of the movie.
All right,
I'm the
leave the
reason why
camera
it's
on.
like not like a 10 out of 10 movie. All right,
Except not really, but you know.
not understandable. Have a bad day.
it's just not a fucking good movie, man. Michael, if you watch it, you're gonna be like, "What is this? Like, why were they
it's
hyping
probably-
this shit up
yeah,
so
I
much?
need to
It's
watch
like
it.
a whatever."
Yeah, you gotta
movie.
watch it.
Like,
I'll let you know it's on
Ugh.
streaming. It's good. It should come out.
all right, Michael's gonna be the deciding factor. All right, if he watches it and he's like, "Oh, that was fine," then I'm gonna be like, "All right." But
I don't know, 'cause-
3v1 to get
I don't know
right.
because he didn't like Blue Beetle either, and I'm like, why
Blue
not?
Beetle was shit.
oh, because
It
he
was
doesn't
not.
have a college degree, he can't
was
break
whatever.
down this fucking to your face movie. Like, come on.
No,
man,
you just
fuck
had to be
y'all.
Mexican to enjoy the movie. That's it.
No, you have to be a fucking whitewashed Hollywood Mexican to enjoy the movie.
Hollywood Mexican. They're all living under one roof. Are you
Fucking
kidding me?
Bullshit, dude. I hate how they fucking
Why?
make Mexicans in Hollywood movies. dude.
Show
It's
me.
like,
Also, they were in
oh,
Florida, so they
oh,
weren't
oh.
like
Ooh.
Mexican. You know, they
You
were
should watch
like
The
Florida.
Good, the Bad, and the
Pisses me
Ugly.
off.
That's a great fucking
do you mean
depiction.
they're
of
The
not
Good, the
Mexico.
Bad, and the Ugly. That's the
I
name
say
of our
this all the time. Why don't
podcast.
you
That's
get
a
fucking
cool
actors
depiction
from,
of
like,
a good
novellas
Mexican
and
right
make
there.
them fucking act in Hollywood movies, and they don't be more authentic to
What?
how people are. But
Dude,
instead,
novelas?
All right, I gotta
The
get
ones where
rolling.
they go, La Rosa de Guadalupe.
but they're
Come
actually
on.
Mexican. That's what the difference.
Where they're like, ¿Qué hiciste hoy?
But they're Mexican.
Manuelo.
They can actually talk and be what they gotta be. Not these. Oh yeah, fucking Starbucks Mexicans.
Aren't the
motherfucker.
actors in Blue Beetle like Mexican? Aren't they like from here?
His
Like,
name is literally Solo
If they're-
Maridueña.
How?
And
'cause
he's not
look,
Mexican
for
enough.
instance, that part where like, oh yeah, they don't talk about this guy because he's a smoke. He's a, like a low life, right? Of the outcast or whatever you fucking want to call it. The guy that like
The black sheep in the family.
The black sheep of the family. The black
Yeah.
sheep of the family is never that welcoming, dude. I don't give a fuck what fucking place or what specific thing you're from, but the majority is when you have a black sheep of the family like that, they're
Well,
not that welcome into the family.
To
like
be
that.
fair, he's not like the black sheep of the family. They're just like, yeah, he's just a little kooky. Like,
yeah,
he's
that's
a little
exactly
nuts.
it. But he's like you can tell he's like. He's a pothead. He's over here, very not very much about like society or like family norms and stuff like that. He's not a traditional person. That kind of a person, that kind of archetype is never welcomed in any kind of
He
family.
just seems
of real
weird,
Mexican,
to
dude.
be honest. He doesn't seem like evil or like
I'm not talking
overtly
about evil.
scummy or anything.
I'm not talking about evil. Scummy maybe, but not evil.
How is he scummy?
No,
oh,
I'm
that.
saying
What
I'm
is
saying-
this?
I'm saying the archetype that it would be.
You
that
left the
character
ring.
Is usually scummy.
Me?
What do I have coasters for if you're gonna
Oh,
leave
yeah.
a ring?
No one offered me a fucking
Fucking
coaster.
coaster,
Dude.
dude.
You grab one. You're an adult.
Yeah, I grabbed one.
What do I gotta hand you?
Where do I get it
the
from?
coaster's right there in the little coaster tray.
Dude, it feels so weird looking at myself in the tiny box right here. When we were on the big box, I was like, I could see myself.
Do you respect wood?
No.
Do you respect wood?
Like heel wood.
It's pressed together plyboard.
Corrugated wood or whatever the fuck.
Corrugated.
Yeah, corrugated. I got the EPs, man. I
Yeah,
got
that's
the
pretty much
EPs.
broke till Friday. I don't know what else we had.
Wait,
That was it.
Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout.
Fallout. Fuck.
Michael,
Has it
what do you
been
know?
an hour?
No,
Oh,
it's
no.
not
Fallout,
like 20
in my
minutes.
opinion, was
What
really
the fuck?
good.
No way. I thought that shit lasted like 2 hours already.
Fallout was fucking great. And,
Fallout
and the
was
thing
great.
is, I've only ever played New Vegas, and I never passed the whole game. And you don't have to
Gotta
watch.
play it.
I never passed the whole game, so I'm like, I'll fucking watch it. There's nothing else to watch, and I was actually really like into it within like the first couple
Fallout?
of minutes.
Mhm.
And I'm
Of
like,
course.
holy shit,
Yeah.
this
course.
is fucking and
It's
it's
fucking good.
maybe because I like my boy. What's his name? I forget the guy.
Walton
but-
Goggins,
Yeah. I love that guy and every fucking cowboy thing that he.
because he's
comes out
so
in.
good.
He's fucking great.
He's
dude.
amazing.
He's good. He's good at what he does. But
That's the closest to an honest conversation we've ever had. When they honest exchange.
he was fucking great. I liked his character
Yeah.
so much. But everything about it was fucking legit. Like the fucking effects are really good. The world setting
You
was
talking
really
about
good.
effects? You come in my house, you talk about effects?
The acting was
After what
pretty
Walter
good.
said?
The
I'll
acting
fucking
was-
kill you
the
and your
acting
family.
Was fucking great.
the fuck are you
The way
Minecraft.
just the way the story was being told and the way
Yeah.
and each character like how they all
How it
like,
all fleshed out and
yeah,
interconnected.
everything
and
everything was fucking
woo.
solid, dude. That's why I gave it a fucking solid.
Good writing.
8.5 out of 10, dude.
No, only one thumb.
No, 2 thumbs.
Pip Boy.
Oh.
And then you look to see if it's bigger. What if it's bigger than my thumb? And the little
Like
girl.
there was no points where I was like, I'm fucking bored of this shit. You know, I fucking was like, this is
Yeah.
fucking good. This is
Yeah,
fucking
yeah. It was great. It was great because, like, yeah, the end of every episode made you be like, oh, fuck, wait, what's going to happen
yeah,
next?
exactly. I was
What's
like,
gonna
I gotta
happen
watch the next one. I gotta watch
Yeah.
the next
You know
one.
what it made me realize
Binged it
though?
all in one fucking day, dude.
Hell yeah.
Mr. House is like the last since the ending of the show and all the way to the end of New Vegas till
Yeah.
like you either kill him or let him take over New Vegas.
Huh?
It's just been one long blue ball for Mr. House trying to get that platinum chip. Because he started trying to search for it right after this,
Oh.
and
yeah.
the end of New Vegas is you giving it to him or not giving it to him. So if you kill him
Gotcha.
or if you let him live but just take the platinum chip, I think, because you can do that. You basically just blue ball him.
I don't know because I haven't played any of the games. I know some of the lore and that's it, dude. And it's funny because I didn't have a console as a kid, right? So I never actually played them. But
They were on PC.
I was gonna say I saw them on PC now.
They've been on
But-
PC since like 1974.
I play 3 games,
I'm
dude.
gonna
I
play
play
you the
League.
sad song on the
Fortnite.
world's smallest
Dude.
violin, dude.
That's too fast.
They're like $4.
You're like
now on
fiddling.
Steam, dude.
You're like fiddling. You're like. That one went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to
dude,
see
they're
you.
like $4 on Steam. So like,
I don't have
good.
$4. I have $50 for paintball, and that's it.
yeah, $4 Canadian.
And that
Oh.
the ending to Fallout was really good too. I was like, oh, your dad was a bitch all along. Oh, good. Oh, fuck. It's
Oh,
like,
kill him! Kill him!
Kill him!
Ooh, kill him!
Oh, kill him!
Ooh,
It was great.
Kill
and how he was
him.
taking out the fucking T60. What are they called?
T60. Yeah.
T60s. How the ghoul was taking them all out. I was like, bam, bam.
They
bam.
had one flaw right
Bam,
under the chest
bam,
plate.
bam.
I wonder if they fixed that. Guess not.
One
Oh
thing
my
I wish
god!
they showed was that thing like in the game where like it shows you the when you're aiming at a character and and it shows you their weaknesses, like their percentages.
Oh,
I wish they showed that. I wish that's my
Probably-
only criticism.
Probably because he wasn't in the power armor for too long that we got to see him in actual combat.
Yeah.
Because remember when he had the first knight who was being a bitch and the Michael Rappaport, comedian, and it was so funny. He's like, they're gonna fucking hang you for this, and then he just lets him die. I was like, hell yeah, attaboy Titus. Yeah, that was really
I
good.
didn't even see how Titus died. They just like they skipped that.
What?
They didn't show how Titus died. Was he just dying? and
No,
that's it?
Titus
Titus
is the
already
boy. Titus
Oh,
is the
what
boy.
was the guy before him?
Knight. Oh
Titus-
shit! No,
Titus is
Maximus,
Knight.
because he took his name.
Yeah,
You're right.
Maximus.
Maximus is the
Yeah.
boy. Knight Titus. Yeah, no, Knight Titus. He just bled out. That's why he was like, "Give me a
He
stim
was just
pack."
injured.
Yeah, and then he was like, and then he just sat there and watched him bleed out. He said, "I sat and I watched him die." And then, that was such a cold line too when he was like, "How did Night Titus die? Running." And yeah, like a little fucking bitch. And
Yeah.
Couldn't get
he's
over
such an
how what's her
asshole.
face. Her eyes were so fucking. Huge. They're fucking ginormous, dude. They're
Yeah.
huge. She looked like that character from what was that fucking? Was it Ghost in the Shell? No, it wasn't Ghost in the Shell.
Code Lyoko?
No. It was a movie where it was like a cybernetic chick with big eyes and like robotic arms with black hair.
Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah, it was like that. She looked like that.
Oh, yeah.
She looked like that, dude. I was like, holy shit, her eyes are huge, dude. No way.
That'd be so funny if that was her in that one. They didn't even use CGI. And she's also the voice of Jinx in Arcane.
Yeah, I knew that.
Wait, what?
Arcane. Have you seen
Really?
Arcane?
I saw a couple episodes. I don't know how many.
It's very good. League of Legends. But yeah, she was the voice of Jinx in Arcane, and she's British too. Isn't that crazy?
British.
Yeah.
British.
Hello, governor. We're going into the vaults. Yeah.
It's
So
fucking good. Solid fucking show, dude.
great. I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Nah.
Only because it wasn't longer. That's my one criticism. No, it was really good. And
Arcane
it
was
wasn't.
one season, right?
Oh, Arcane was like 10 out of 10. One season
What's
so
the
far.
movie that you guys gave a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10?
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic
Immediately.
Park, the first one?
Yeah. You cannot tell me that is not like a 10 out of 10. And you can rewatch that movie all the time. You still feel the same tension and everything.
There's
The
a lot
combination
of-
of the practical effects and the puppeteer and everything.
I guess so for its time. maybe.
I'm trying to
No,
think of one,
nowadays. It still holds up nowadays,
but
dude.
It does still hold up.
You crazy?
It does still hold up. For
Come
a
on.
10 out of 10?
10
Because
out of 10
you
for
can't
me.
even make that argument of like, if this was nowadays, they'd all have cell phones because they're on a remote island.
10
So
out of
cell
10.
phones wouldn't work.
10 out of 10 for me would be Wolf of Wall Street.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty far.
That's my 10 out
I
of 10.
didn't like Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not that I didn't like it, but I don't think it's a 10 out of 10. I'd put like, I don't know, fucking Truman Show
Good
over that.
storytelling.
Dude,
good
Truman
characters.
Show was good.
Okay. 10 out of 10 comedy. Go with the 10 out of 10 comedy first, because we'll go through the sections, or we'll go alphabetically. Action.
What the fuck? I'm not gonna do
Action.
fucking 34 fucking.
No. It's like
genres.
five categories.
Off the top of
We'll
my
do
head.
action, comedy, horror.
Wait, we're doing
and then-
action first?
Yeah, action. We'll start with action. Terminator 2.
Let's do
That's
it in special order.
Terminator
Fallout.
2. Terminator 2. Well, we're talking movies,
We're
right?
talking about 10 out of 10s or 9 out of 10s.
Terminator 2. 10 out of 10. I wish I didn't know the twist. Because imagine being a kid watching the fucking trailers and being hyped for it, and then seeing the twist of the T-1000 being the bad guy, and you're like, wait, what?
Action for me, 10 out of 10. Hateful Eight.
Mm,
I
Okay.
love that shit. That Quentin Tarantino
I don't know about
movie.
10 out of 10. I feel like I'd give Inglourious Bastards 10 out of 10 before I give Hateful Eight 10 out of 10. But
You know
to
what
each his own.
You know what I hate about? I mean, not hate, but the one thing why I don't give Inglourious Basterds 10 out of 10, it feels like it's a sequel.
to what?
So, I don't know. it feels
World
like-
War
it feels-
II?
No, it feels like there was another Inglourious Bastards before that.
There was Bastards and now Inglorious Bastards.
Because like it's a group of fuckers, right? But there's no like there. It feels like when you meet them for the first time in the movie, it's like they've already had a story.
They
taking place.
have.
But it doesn't show it. It's just these guys have already
Well,
been here.
that's the
It feels
beauty
like
of it.
It feels like there should have been a first movie where like they all meet each other. You get me? And they all come together and they become friends.
What are we, some kind of Suicide Squad? No. That's the best part.
That's what I feels like.
They have so many like nuances. Like he tried to commit suicide because he has rope burns on his neck, but they never explain it. They never talk about it. They mention it on like one time and that's it. But then you can and then you can still see it throughout the movie. But it's like they never delve in, and they don't have to delve in and go, why did you want to kill? It doesn't matter.
But
It's
you
just a
kind
part
of
of
do
it.
when
Boom.
you have very like detailed characters like that. Like they weren't like we got like if you're gonna show the fucking burning on the neck and all that shit, and you're gonna have a guy that has a nickname, and you have all these relationships.
bad Jew.
Really, then you have these relationships with each other. I wish I saw the arc that made them become the group that they are, because that's why.
Oh,
to
you
me,
want their
Okay.
origin story?
'Cause that's why it
so
feels like
you want
it's
to
a-
see the prequel. That's
yeah,
just
that's why
Bastards.
it feels like it's a fucking
get you.
sequel to another
Okay,
movie.
okay.
It really does
Okay.
feel like that.
All right. Well,
I feel like that's the appeal of that was the appeal of Inglourious Bastards when it came out, though.
If the,
no, right?
if the fucking
Because at the
movie
time
is
we
called,
would keep getting
if the
origin
fucking
stories
movie
and
is
shit.
called The Inglourious Bastards and it's based off of them, it should have been a fucking origin story to the Inglourious Bastards. Otherwise, it's like, who the fuck are these dudes?
because it's not a franchise. Remember, just same thing with
It
like
could have been though. if
with
they made it-
Marcellus Wallace. Who the fuck is he? We don't really care where he came from. We just know he's the boss and that he got fucked by the gimp and whatnot. Like
What,
it's like
Pope-
No,
No,
but like
that's
I feel like that
different.
was part of its appeal when it first when it first released, when the movie released. That was part of the appeal of it, because at the time we were getting a bunch of other.
If you
movies that
guys
were
watch,
like-
if you guys watch Hateful Eight,
with origin
if
stories
you
coming
guys
out
watch Hateful
recently.
Eight, it's another Tarantino movie with another group of people that all know each other, right? But it doesn't show like
I mean, hey, no. what's the other one? The where they do the heist and it goes wrong. Mr. Pink, Mr. Orange. Why am I blanking out? Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
In that one, they're all already planning it and they all kind of know each other, but you see how it unravels during the movie.
But,
like,
but
it's,
there's not a lot of like. It's not really
like why the fuck was one of the guys a psycho that was like torturing the cop when they were specifically told not to? Like, we don't know, but he's a dick, you know. But okay, that's I
That
feel
also
like
feels the
that's-
same way too.
That's
though.
a conversation for a side piece. We'll go. You said action. You said Hateful Eight.
Hateful
I
Eight.
said Terminator 2. You said
I had another answer before, but
Go.
the only thing I can think of right now is John Wick. I really like the
Ooh,
action in John Wick.
That's perfectly that works. John Wick. Okay, next rapid fire comedy. Fuck, that's kind of hard because there's so many good comedies out there and there's also so many shit comedies. But
Comedies?
comedy movie,
Fuck,
right?
dude.
yeah,
Comedies are
like
there.
there's classics, right? Where it's like Pineapple
I can't
Express,
remember
The
shit.
40-Year-Old Virgin, Epic Movie, like all those like things that
I
came out
didn't
in 2000s.
really like Pineapple Express.
But no, I'm saying there's all these
No, what's wrong with
classics.
it was okay. There's nothing specifically wrong with it. I just think it's okay.
I wouldn't.
I love that scene where in they're running away from the drug dealers, and they're out in the fucking forest or whatever.
Yeah.
And then just James Franco's just is like they're tripping out, right? And he's like, "Oh shit!" And he just freaks out and just fucking books it into the forest. I fucking love that shit, dude, because I relate to that scene a lot. Where you're just so faded that you think you see something, and you just freak the fuck out and book it. Like,
That's
you-
funny. Okay, Monty Python and the Holy Grail is my choice.
But that's a
That's a
fuck,
comedy.
That's a good one.
That's
yeah.
a great one.
Fuck yeah.
Qu- it-
that's
people,
fucking
that
good.
movie's fucking almost 50 years old, and people
Yeah, yeah,
still
yeah.
quote it today.
Dude, I've been trying
That's
to get
nuts.
so for the okay. So you just
Spam a
read it.
lot?
For the past 5 years. This is most of the time that I've been dating Noosh. I've been trying
Uh-huh.
to get her to watch Monty Python and the
Yeah.
Holy Grail. Every single time we
acquired
try,
taste.
something happens.
It's
and
an
then we
acquired
can't.
taste. And you know what's so funny? Like if you go on Netflix and watch a TV show, like the first time you'll be like, what am I watching? Like if you don't understand their
I can't
humor.
watch the TV show. It's too weird.
It's
too
I know
weird.
it's so
too weird.
surreal, but like
I can't. I have to
it-
watch
it-
specific episodes.
it-
like,
yeah,
ones that
that's
get
true.
recommended.
Trailer Park
There's
Boys the
classic
movie
ones.
for me. For
Yeah?
best comedy, yeah.
Really?
Because look, if you don't have to watch the whole show. You watch the movie, it'll make you want to watch the whole show. It gives you a cool little summary of what the show's about, and it gives you the best of it in one fucking movie. So if you ever want to not watch the whole show, just watch the movie, and you'll get the gist of it, and you don't really need to watch anything else. You can get everything that you can get from the show in the movie itself. It's like a good little like compact
Okay.
thing of the show.
If you say so.
I like it a lot.
Edward, your choice, comedy.
Comedy. Fuck. I don't even remember what comedies. I don't even know what comedies are there.
Airplane, Office Space, Dazed and Confused,
Office Space. No, fuck. Office Space. Yeah.
Really?
That one. Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite,
I'm not gonna lie. Office Space.
Galaxy
That one was
Quest,
so
The
fucking
Mask,
good.
Shaun of the Dead, The Addams Family, Mystery Men, Men in Black, Zoolander,
The Addams Family is
Jumanji.
comedy.
The Addams Family, I guess, because it's not like not funny.
It's not like ah ha ha.
Okay.
It's more like ah ha.
Yeah.
You said-
Actually, Office Space is more like that. Like comedy's not really like.
All right,
uh,
we'll
I
just
guess for comedy, because I really like Office Spaces, but I guess for specifically for comedy
how about horror?
movies, horror.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Immediately, I already know.
The original.
Yeah. Dude, my palms sweat just thinking of that fucking scene where the 7-foot tall guy, the girl's like pulling on the door and she can't even, and he does it with one fucking hand. Ah, dude, he's so imposing. It's a classic. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I want to watch it again. There's like I don't know, Hereditary.
The Witch.
Nowadays. Oh, The Witch. That's another good choice.
That's
There's
a 10 out of 10 for me
Ooh.
because I love how it's written. I love how the story's told, and it's not even like a big like I'm gonna shit myself movie. It's more like a what the fuck, kind of. Oh, actually, that one. It's either that one or I think it's called Shoker's Island, right?
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island, not Shoker's Island.
That I wouldn't say that's more of a drama. I was gonna go drama next.
It's a fucking
It's not a
horror.
horror movie.
It's a fucking horror.
No, because
Search it up.
Shutter
It's
Island.
not
He's.
drama.
Let me see.
It's like a thriller.
Okay, maybe thriller. I mean, drama, thriller, thriller, mystery. But isn't that the one where he's just mentally ill?
No, that's the thing. You don't fucking
Shutter
know.
Island. He
You don't
is.
Fucking know.
They literally say that he's in an insane asylum. They
He's in an
literally.
insane so the premise of the story is like him, and an investigator. Two investigators go onto the island to investigate some shit that happened.
But it turns out he's insane the
That's
whole
what
time.
That you don't know. You don't know. That's
You
the
do
whole,
know because
No.
they're very explicit about it. They never give him any like fire starter things. Someone else is always lighting his cigarettes for him, and then they're like when they're handling guns, they're kind of like nervous around him.
No, that's the
I'm
whole premise
telling
of
you.
the story. It's like
Dude,
don't know if he's being
I'll-
gaslit into thinking
No.
he's crazy.
He
or
is
he's-
crazy.
or he's fucking, or if he isn't, dude.
He constructed an entirely false identity as the investigator to ease the painful reality that he murdered his wife after she killed their children.
You don't know that.
That's how it ends.
You don't know that.
You do know that.
If you watched it, you're like, you don't know if
No,
it's the
you
truth or
very
not.
they very specifically like unravel it
They
at
didn't.
the end.
They don't unravel it at the end though. They
Bet.
don't unravel it. You're
No, no,
still
no.
left with that. Like, was that
Inception
shit
is the
real?
one where you don't know. Inception is a real mindfuck.
Wait,
where you
no,
don't know.
isn't there like a way to like find out or whatever the fuck for Inception, right?
No.
No.
Well, they said that his real giveaway was his ring,
Yeah.
not the top. But I don't know. Okay,
Horror.
horror.
movie.
I don't count Shutter Island as a horror.
Okay, then
That's more
The
of like
Witch, I
thriller.
guess.
The Witch. Okay.
It's
Horror
hard for
movie.
me to think of horror movie.
Brightburn.
I guess Evil Dead.
The Evil Dead, the original one. Yeah, that's another great choice.
And the thing is that it's not even horror at this point to me. It's just more like a comedy.
The first
The
one
effects
was
are not.
it was pretty cheesy.
Yeah.
But the first one was a lot more set on comedy. Sorry, it was a lot more set on horror than the like Ash versus Evil Dead, where he's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
my
Then it
boomstick
becomes-
baby,
it
and it's like,
becomes-
and then he
yeah.
flanderized him. But
And then
Um,
eventually cross over with Jason and all of them. They got the fucking versus fucking
Not him?
like 10. Yeah, it crossed
Ash
over.
versus
The
Evil Dead?
Necronomicon is the same one that powers up fucking that gave fucking Freddy his ability to come back.
wasn't he just in the because he made a deal with the devil or some dumb shit?
Yeah, but they retcon shit.
No, dude, I'm like an expert on
Google it,
Ash
Google it,
Williams.
Google it.
So you're telling me Ash Williams went up against Freddy or Jason?
Yeah. What?
Ash Williams versus Freddy Jason. Let's find out. Freddy versus Jason versus Ash was a comic book series. See, I'm over here talking about the movies,
there we
dude.
go. That's
A
what
six,
I was thinking
it's
about.
a 6-issue comic book in 2007. Come on, it's not.
That's what
canon.
I was thinking about.
canon.
Anything before 2010 is not real.
Exactly. Anything before 2020 is not real at this point.
Honestly?
2019.
No,
2019 was the last real
2024.
year. No, 2019 was the last real year. Okay.
Oh, honestly, TBH, yeah.
Thriller. We'll go thriller. You pick Shutter Island, right? Presumably. What's a good thriller for you?
Thriller.
The
Yeah.
psychological shit that
Like,
I really
or
like.
drama. We'll say
Thriller.
drama, thriller, right? Because
Fuck thriller. The
I know
what
you
movies are
blank
even
out.
Thriller?
You blank out on all movies. I'd say Civil War. No, it's not. Again, it's not 10 out of 10, but maybe something
Civil
like
War, a thriller.
Truman Show or like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Those are pretty
Truman
good,
Show's pretty good.
right? Because it's like it starts out just like normal, and then it just
I like Truman Show. I like Truman Show a lot. If I have to choose and I can't think of another one, I think I'll go with that one. But
yeah.
like,
Drama. Another drama. Click. Y'all remember that one?
Click. How is Click a thriller?
Or sorry, drama. But let me see. Drama movies, right?
What the fuck does thriller even mean, dude? Like, what the fuck are
Spaceman,
these
Miller's Girl,
useless fucking
The
titles?
Iron Claw, The Prestige, Monkey Man, The Beekeeper.
Interstellar was pretty good.
Ooh, that's a good one too. I don't know. Oppenheimer. No
I still
shit.
didn't watch. I still never watched.
Oppenheimer. It's already streaming.
That's streaming.
Oppenheimer.
It. I don't know. It doesn't appeal.
No.
To me.
For the most like the best thriller
Ooh, no.
or your favorite thriller?
Okay, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not my favorite thriller, but
I don't know about that. I don't know favorite.
dude,
Favorite
Oppenheimer came out almost a
Not
year ago.
best,
Isn't that
favorite.
crazy? Okay. Favorite thriller or
Favorite
drama
thriller?
What's the last?
slash drama. I'm trying to think.
What's your favorite romance?
have to go with the Truman Show, I
Yeah, Truman Show.
What's
I
your
don't- I
favorite?
don't know
What's your
if that-
favorite
I don't
drama? I
fucking
mean,
know.
your favorite romance, dude.
Romance?
Bakugo X. What's his face?
I was gonna say I really like the zombie one, the one where like he's a fucking dead.
Oh,
zombie.
he's a dead zombie.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like
Cold-
Romeo and Juliet.
Cold Hearts or some shit.
Yeah, some bullshit like that. I really like that
I like.
one, dude. That
I
one's
like.
one of my
I like.
favorites.
I like Juno.
Juno's not bad.
I used to watch that as a kid, and I was like, this shit's. This shit's
Scott
so
Pilgrim versus the World actually is your favorite romance movie.
Is that a romance movie?
It's a romance movie.
All right, yeah. I'll go with that one then. Fuck.
Or action too, or comedy. I mean, all of the above. To be fair, but
The action in Scott Pilgrim is not bad. I like it.
it's pretty funny.
I really like the video
What
gaming
else?
aspects,
What else?
which I feel is a standard opinion held by most.
I sound like a comedian that's got no material prepared. What else?
That's all the genres.
I think
I don't
so.
know. There's like 10 million genres.
Well,
dude.
yeah. What are we gonna do? Indie films, movie genres, science fiction.
Oh, favorite science fiction.
Sci-fi.
That's a good one.
I mean, Star Wars. Like,
Obviously,
Star Wars, the original
Marvel,
trilogy, The original trilogy, the
Endgame.
the sequels,
Oh come on! Don't
or the
insult us with
prequels.
that.
The prequels, the trilogy, or the
So I
sequels?
really like Rise of Skywalker.
Jesus.
Your favorite Western?
favorite Western, Logan. Off the bat, dude. Like,
See?
go
That's a good one.
Easy, GG.
Favorite fantasy? Harry Potter.
Favorite fantasy.
I liked
for
it
me,
before she was transphobic. Please, I'm sorry.
Lord of the Rings.
Favorite
dumb
musical?
Uh,
What's your favorite
I
musical?
don't watch
Percy
musicals.
Jackson.
Encanto.
Easy, easy.
Percy Jackson's not
Yeah,
a
it is.
musical. How's it a
It is.
musical?
There's
How?
a Percy Jackson musical.
No.
Lightning Thief
A
musical.
Percy Jackson musical
There's
is
a
your
musical
10 out of
about
10?
everything then.
Well, my favorite.
Okay.
I'm not exactly a musical genius. I'm not gonna choose Rent. What am I gonna do? Choose Rent?
Fiddler on the Roof.
Who would choose
Come on.
Rent?
I know.
What counts as a musical? Like they just have to
Well,
sing in it?
Not just singing, but singing is like the majority way that they tell a story.
Okay.
Because if they sing in
There's
it,
a
it's
lot.
like
There's-
whatever.
yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All jokes aside.
A lot of Disney and Pixar stuffs are actually musicals.
Yeah.
So
I guess
Yeah.
maybe fuck. Princess and the Frog for me.
yeah. Oh yeah, that works. That works. I'll allow it. Okay, favorite animated movie.
Oh man.
Dude, that's
That's
not-
a lot of
that's-
shit.
Not anime. Animated American movie.
Yeah, there's
American.
All right, now
Like
this is too many.
a half, dude.
We're
That's
getting-
like a whole other separate genre list. Like
It's getting too much. It's getting too
yeah.
much. This is wait.
What's your favorite horror anime?
Let me see.
What's your favorite sci-fi animation?
Mystery.
Like what?
Knives Out.
Knives Out. Yeah.
Knives Out. Was
Wait,
great.
no. There's
Thriller. Ah, shit. I take mine back. I want to go with 007. His last movie.
no. Fuck.
Bond's final movie was fucking amazing. Oh, I weeped a single manly tear at the end of that one.
What the name of that other one is?
Coming of age movie.
Ooh.
Holes.
Did I tell you I went to school with Zero's brother?
What's the- who?
Zero's little brother
Zero's
from
little
Hole.
brother.
From Holes.
Oh no.
I still to this day would if I ever like go to jail or go to holes, you know, I'd be like, go take me to the
That's
desert.
funny.
I want to dig some holes.
I want to dig holes.
The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I really like that one.
I don't think I've
Someone
ever
made
seen.
me watch that movie, and I really didn't like what's his name's character, Ezra Miller's character, dude. I didn't like him at all in that fucking movie.
Spider-Man is not. How the fuck is Spider-Man coming of age? Super 8.
Oh, Juno. Juno's coming of age movie.
Bridge to Terabithia. Oh my god, when she
Bridge to
fucking.
Dude, that was
Hell
my,
no.
she was like my first like crush when I was a little boy,
2007. It
and
tracks.
I cried when she died, dude. I was like, no,
Uh,
she's dead.
Fucking instantly got heartbroken.
Yeah. Okay, well, we've gone through enough movies. I was like, it's gonna be like 5 categories. This is too much.
Dude, there's like a
Roach
million.
Friday. Roach Friday. Good night.
That was a week ending.
Show your bubble.
We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday. Bye, my friends. We'll see you next week. And now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday.